Hello, everyone. R6004 here, and welcome to a new LEGO adventure. This time we're looking at LEGO Backlot, and as always, I'm joined by Varun.
Hello.
So, what is LEGO Backlot? So, yeah, as we can start up this game.
Oh no, I think the game
Uh-oh.
crashed. Got
All
a
right.
refresh, as always.
All right. Just keep it in. Let's go. Oh, never mind.
There we
Okay,
go.
wait. Oh, okay. All right, so pick a boy. So, what exactly is Backlot? It's this LEGO adventure game, except obviously it's not as good as LEGO Island or any of those 3D games, where you travel around a LEGO movie studio, and I guess you get an interesting inside look into what it's like to create movies in the LEGO world. So, this game came out, I want to say like 15 or so years ago. It's just like a simple web game. And as you can tell, it's not super impressive, but it has a nice little cute charm, and I hope that you guys will enjoy it. So, Vern, how'd you get this started up in the first place? Like, did you have to jump through any hoops or anything?
So I had to download the Lego Game Pack. It's the same place where I got the previous web game, Pepper Skateboarding
Rubber
Challenge.
skateboard
And
challenge.
then to run it, I had to start up a local web server, which just serves the files. And then I had to use original Internet Explorer, so not Edge, because this game uses Shockwave.
Right. So you can't use like Chrome or anything like that. Are they like not built for Shockwave or?
Uh, yeah, I mean, in general, the newer browsers don't support any plugins except for a choice few. Like, some of them still support Flash, but that's out of
Mhm.
necessity more than anything else. And they certainly aren't going to support Shockwave because nobody uses that anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I love like the writing in this game. Just like the little things here and
Alright,
there.
this is the map of the place, and I'm not going to
Uh-oh.
hit escape this
Yeah,
time.
don't hit escape because we tried recording this last week, and our first take, like, we just crashed it because apparently escape crashes the game. Doesn't really make any sense, but
Yeah. And, well, this is actually our third take, because the second
Mhm.
take, we finished the game, and then turns out none of the video was actually recorded, so we just have some audio and no video.
right. By the way, did we end up fixing that issue for this time?
Yes, it should be fixed, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know how
Open
many times I want to
Broadcaster,
play this game.
kind of sketchy, but
It's not very good. I would have been impressed as a kid, but
I mean, you have to look at it in terms of like at context, right? So this game came out what, like 2002, 2005, something like that. Like,
yeah,
what
that's
kinds
true,
of
it's a
games
web
do we
game.
have? Yeah, it's a web game. I mean, we literally did not have web games back then, right? So just
I mean, there
the
were
simple
Flash and
idea.
stuff, but
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
true. But just the idea of like, you brought this up last in another recording, but just the idea of like going to someone like a friend's house, opening up the internet, going to a website, and being like, "Hey, here's a cool game that you can play." Like no CDs, no flash drives, or no floppy disk, no nothing.
I'm basically speedrunning the game at this point because I've played it like 3 times already.
Yeah, so I understand there's like a little bit of a puzzle element here. I'm not sure if puzzle is the right word, but
Yeah, I
uh,
wouldn't
the-
really call that a puzzle, more just like a chain of items.
yeah, I mean, you have to like you're given an item and you're given a task, and you have to figure out like what exactly you have to do. Like, it's not obvious that you have to walk up and like electrocute the guy, right?
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, the meta goal here for this first part of the game is that we need to get Johnny Thunder's stuff back. His hat,
Mhm.
his binoculars, and his pistol. So let's give him his binoculars, which we just got from over there. His hat and his pistol in a different area. Last time we tried to do some funky stuff with this car. Let's see if we can replicate that. Get back here. Man, he doesn't even stop.
Yeah, you just gotta try jumping. There you go. Oh,
Basically, we found that like you can get on top of the car, but you don't move. Once you're on top of it, you don't move with the car, so you just kind of slide off.
that means in theory, like, if you move alongside the car, like you're
Yeah,
holding
see.
down the up arrow while you're on top of the car, and if you can match the car's speed, then you should be good, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ah.
Actually, interesting.
Yeah, there you go. And there's like a little wall to push you from like going too fast, but
Yeah.
I guess the hard part is just staying centered.
Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going.
So I find it sad that Johnny Thunder I feel like Johnny Thunder is like one of the greatest tragedies of like the Lego franchise, right? Because you know, up all the way until like Lego Island, Lego Island 2, this game, Lego Racers 2, which we will have to finish eventually. Johnny Thunder's, you know, this like big guy, right? Like, you know, they're always trying to talk about Johnny Thunder. They're bringing him into all these games. They're trying to sell sets. And then, so Lego Star Wars comes out in 2005. I guess Lego at that point realizes that, oh, hey, you can buy out just like popular franchises, right? So then they just buy out Star Wars in 2005. They make a game off of that, which sells like crazy. You know, many consider like the greatest Lego game ever. And then they just buy out Indiana Jones 3 years later. So of course Johnny Thunder kind of gets pushed to the wayside, right? Like today Lego Indiana Jones I think is still a thing. I know there's that awkward like not mix up, but they made the first Lego Indiana Jones, which had the first 3 episodes, and then the 4th movie was released in like '08, you know, with Harrison Ford and like Shia LaBeouf. And then they made the Lego game, except, you know, I guess they thought that there was going to be a trilogy, even though there was only 1 movie. So then the Lego game was just, you know, Lego Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues, and had all the levels for the first game, plus just 1 new set of levels. That was kind of a big mess up.
That's pretty weird. But isn't there actually going to be another movie? I mean, this might just be I might be making this up, but I feel like I heard that Chris Pratt was going to be Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I heard that Chris Pratt's doing another Indiana Jones or something, which is crazy because Chris Pratt's doing like everything now, like you know,
he's in everything.
Guardians of the Galaxy. But
I didn't like either of those movies, but Chris Pratt is in both of them.
You didn't like? Actually, I've not seen Jurassic World, but I actually kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, at least the first one.
I didn't like it.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. Well, okay. I like the Nolan movies, and then these are nothing like that. So.
Oh my god.
I like the Nolan movies. I like Under the Red Hood. I like Flashpoint Paradox, and then those movies are nothing like that. Anyways, so what happened was I just got the pistol, which was in Johnny Thunder's costume, and I got the hat, which was just behind some paintings over there. Just kind of cheap. You basically just have to look all over the place just to find his hat.
Yeah, it would take a long time to find that if you know you never thought to look there. But I feel like it's optimistic to, you know, have this idea that all superhero movies are going to be like to compare all superhero movies to like the Nolan Dark Knight trilogy, right?
Yeah, I know. But at the same time, I thought Black Panther was pretty good.
Black Panther
it wasn't mind blowing, but I thought it was like in the right direction, or like in the style of a superhero movie that I would like.
I think that's fair. Well, I mean, like where would you go from Black Panther, right? So, you know, obviously, like, without spoilers or anything, but I thought that Black Panther, you know, they did a lot of good world building, which I think is, like, you know, maybe not the most important, but one of the best things about movies is simply, like, building this cool world. And, you know, Black Panther creates this world that, to use a fancy word, juxtaposes, you know, like a traditional African setting with, like, you know, technology. I thought that was, like, really cool world building, right? I mean,
actually, my least favorite part was like the part that I liked the least about the movie was the beginning, like maybe the first 45 minutes or so, where they just had a bunch of world building, but then the conflict hadn't heated up yet. Basically,
yeah,
like
that's true, but
I like movies that are conflict driven, and then the conflict has to be interesting, which in Black Panther's case is between him and Killmonger. But then it takes some time for that to start, and like, you know, in the intro, I mean, this isn't really spoilers, but like. There's like because I don't even think it's that important to the plot, but like in the intro, like in the beginning, there was like he had to do like the fight with M'Baku.
Yeah, the challenge.
And then I felt like that was just a waste of time because like you already know what's gonna happen, right? There's no tension or anything. Whereas like, you know, the Dark Knight, it starts out with like an incredible heist sequence.
Yeah, with the
like from the instant the movie starts, it's like bam, and then like it cools down a little bit.
Like, you can compare any scene and say it's not as good as, you know, the Dark Knight first scene, which is probably like the best opening to a movie of all time. Or like, you know,
yeah, I guess that's true. It's one of the best.
It's kind of unfair to compare that, right? But
yeah, I agree.
Like the world building itself, like even if there's no like inherent tension, like because you use like this world building that they do at the beginning to like set up the conflicts later, right?
Did you see that jump?
And like that was pretty intense. How did you do that?
I guess I kind of just got some momentum from this. Oh, look at that.
Ah, there you go.
Just like the
It's like one
jumping
of
in
those
Wonder
like
Woman.
speedrunner jumps. But yeah, Black Panther I thought was overall it was good.
Yeah, I would definitely say on the positive side. But we both didn't like Wonder Woman. So
Oh, Wonder Woman. What's our number? 264. There you go.
yeah, the way you can tell that this is the locker is, even if you get the number, is that the texture looks different. So
Yeah, do you want
speed
to look from the back? Was it different from the back? I think that's how we
I believe
noticed
it's like a separate 3D model, so you can see like a seam. Look at that. Forgot to put it. I guess someone just didn't drag it over just enough to like create. I think that you would see a seam anyways, even if they were touching, because it'd be like a sort of lighting glitch, you know.
Fair enough. So you got the walkie-talkie. Oh boy. Wait, who's that just gave you like the walkie-talkie message?
Tom?
Tom, there you go. Alright, so I guess we're on to stage 3.
No, we gotta do the coffee part first.
Oh wait, isn't that? Oh wait, okay, that's now.
I mean, that's a joke. In the radio, he said we have some important stuff for you to do. Then you get there and like everybody needs coffee.
And then yeah, backlit, man. Honestly, I feel like I keep like typing backlot to you, and it keeps getting auto corrected to backlit.
Yeah.
And I just never change it, honestly. I like that little Hollywood in the background. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, it looks like a highly compressed JPEG.
Oh my god. So there's Tom. Nice outfit.
You know, I honestly wonder if I could just go and get the coffee first and then talk to the people.
And then come here. That's
but
true.
let's not sequence break. Oh shoot. The jumping in this is pretty weird. You basically can't like change your direction once you start jumping. So whatever momentum you had as you start is what you just keep.
Interesting. Yeah, I could tell why it's pretty inconvenient. We've been spoiled on like Mario and like, you know, great 3D platformers.
Yeah.
Also, this game has like, what do they call it again? Like tank controls or something?
Yeah, that's weird. And also this level, I saw some videos of it. Definitely doesn't look like this. It's supposed to be dark. Like you're only supposed to see like a spotlight and stuff like that. So something's wrong with the rendering. It's kind of weird.
That's kind of to be expected. I mean,
yeah, it's an old game.
Yeah, these things always mess up. Where'd you find a video of it? Because I'm pretty sure. I mean, I haven't looked like rigorously or anything, but you know, there's almost like no literature or like, you know, no reference to this online, right?
Yeah, but there's definitely videos. I mean, there's a YouTube video of every game. I've yet to find a game for which I Google. There's not some sort of video on YouTube already.
Hey, Pepper Skateboarding Challenge. I don't think there was a single YouTube.
Oh, yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, there wasn't. Interesting.
Yeah.
So it was Espresso Latte Mocha.
Yeah,
so that's an exception. That's why I knew we had to do that game. Just to put a record up there.
Isn't that sad though? You know, some programmers 20 years ago, 15 years ago, you know, spent all this time working on a game just for it to, you know, lie around on the web, never be played again.
Yeah, to be fair, tragic. The game isn't very good. Although back then, you know, you had to put way more effort to make bad games because Unity didn't exist.
Yeah,
now anybody can make a bad web game.
Oh my god. Yeah, wait, what even kinds of web games do we have? Because I know there's like Mini Clip, but that came a little bit later. It's like Armor games, something like that. You remember all those classics like Fancy Pants Adventure? I mean, that's probably a few years later than this, but all those like Club Penguin, I guess that's a web game.
Yeah, I remember Adventure Quest.
Adventure
No, don't put
Quest.
the mocha
That's
there.
right.
Shoot. Wait.
Oh my god, you screwed up.
Is this gonna convert my mocha into a latte?
It might give
Or
you separate. Oh yeah, it may just refill.
yeah, or so yeah, I can convert to an espresso. I was afraid it was gonna crash the game.
So there's just like a Matorn or something just chilling in the background.
Yeah, we'll talk to people in here before we leave.
NPCs, man. Was this game free to play?
Yeah,
like
almost certainly.
almost certain.
I mean, yeah, it was free. Who would pay for this?
I don't know, like
Oh, I have an autograph.
what does LEGO stand to gain by like publishing this like game, right?
Yeah, it's a good question. I guess it's just like some brand marketing.
I guess so.
I mean, it gets kids visiting their site, right?
Yeah, that's true. Man, the LEGO online games used to be really good. Like, there's this like the Alpha Team game. You get to just like run around with your vehicles. I think there's also another Alpha Team game that's kind of like Fire Emblem style. There are all these like Bionicle games, things like that. Probably spent so much time on that as a kid.
Oh yeah, definitely. There are definitely some good games. Backlot is not one of them, but I think the better ones are probably Junkbot.
Junkbot. I actually don't know what that is.
It's like a puzzle game where, if you remember, there's like a bot that walks back and forth.
Oh yes! Oh my god! Wow. That's a tough game, dude.
Nobody here can talk right now,
Junkbot.
apparently.
Man, people are busy, dude. Busy screwing around on the set of
busy standing around.
movie. Man, LEGO Junkbot. Yeah, so if you've never heard of it, I encourage you to at least look up some YouTube videos or look at a picture of it. But it's kind of one of those puzzle games where you have a guy that you have to get to. You have a guy who moves on his own, who's trying to get to a goal, and you have to like place blocks in his path. But of course you're constrained to make it a puzzle game. So that's good stuff, man.
Oh, and I almost forgot. There's a Matanui online game. Is a classic one. It was like a point-and-click first-person adventure game that people really liked, and I remember liking at the time. It had actually had a story, and it had like animated cutscenes, which was pretty impressive.
Really?
That they put in that much work.
Oh, now that I look at, yeah, okay, I remember this one. Yeah, man, point-and-click games. What happened to those? I mean, I know they're still around, but
yeah, I mean, there's recently been a little bit of revival. There was a Thimbleweed Park for like the classic Sierra style games that we never really played.
Yeah, no, we never got into that, like the Mist and stuff.
This is a latte. Right?
Yeah, I think so. We did play that one game.
No, Mist is not what I'm talking about. Mist is first person.
Mist is first person? Oh, my bad.
That's different. I think. Well, I mean, so the closest thing to that is Abduction, which is by the guys who made Myst. It's like
Myst.
a real time game. It's a real time 3D game. So those games have shifted to real time 3D. And there's also, of course, The Witness, but on the surface level, it's kind of like Myst, but in reality, it's not really anything like Myst.
Yeah,
It's
interesting though. Like
sort of inspiration.
viewing the Witness is like a point and click game. I mean, it's not like a spiritually point and click game.
Yeah, it definitely borrows some ideas, but it's more just like a sort of general puzzle game.
Right. Yeah.
It's
so
the
for
best puzzle game ever made. But
those of you who don't know, yeah, Witness. Varun loves The Witness. It's a game. If it's one of those indie games. It was made by the same guy who made Braid, another popular indie game from about a decade ago. And it's a first-person puzzle game, kind of run around an island solving challenges, except the challenges are interesting because they're both puzzles, puzzles that you look at and you do, which are relatively straightforward, and they also combine challenges with the environment. So, it's a pretty insane blend of puzzles that honestly, like, gets you hooked and you never really stop playing. Like, and, every new puzzle that you solve it's crazy.
Yeah, it's The Witness is great, but the problem is, like, pretty much everything is a spoiler. So,
yeah,
if you ever watch like a Let's
it.
Play, you should really only watch maybe the first like 30 minutes or so, because you'll see some stuff and you wish that you would have figured that stuff out yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's like it would be like, looking at the crossword answers, like, it's still interesting. And you're like, oh, hey, that was clever that, the writer of the crossword puzzle did this instead of this, or, incorporated this. And yet, it's not as fun as if you had sat there and thought about it hard and then finally solved it.
Yeah.
And we need more puzzle games, dude.
Right,
nice
so
job.
there's a couple things that I need to do here. First, I need to give the scroll the flowers so we can get the script later.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that a required portion or?
Yeah, it's required. But let's try a different
Put
answer.
me.
Oh wow, brutal. She
Dang.
rejected the flowers. Let's try me. Interesting. So I guess you have to say Frank.
Uh-huh. Wow, if only life was that easy, man. Honestly.
Anyways, we'll keep that note to give to Frank, but we have one more thing to do here first.
There we go. I like the speedrunning optimization. Gotta plan out your objectives. So all you have to do here is just kind of push blocks up to the side, and then
we want to get those clothes over there, so they won't let us do the stunts
Right.
unless we have the clothes on.
hey, so there's some interaction with the environment, the puzzle solving, witness.
Oh yeah, this game is just like The Witness.
Honestly,
You heard it here. Backlot.
hot take. Hey, no, you seem to love interacting with the environments. I remember you came to me a few years ago and you're like, Rahul, check out this insane racing game that I played called Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform. And you're like, wow, you can, like the environment crumbles around you or whatever, and the path changes.
Yeah, actually, that's very cool. I mean, because like you play like a racing game, right? And it's like three laps. This allows the third lap to be like considerably different, right? It shakes
that's
up
true.
the game. Although not all three racing modes are. Oh man, not all three racing modes are equally as fun.
Yeah.
Flying is a little bit weird. Although
I like flying.
they let you drift while flying, which is like which is crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, but
it's pretty great.
Speaking of that, aren't they making like a new Sonic and All Stars? No, I heard they're making just the Sonic Racing, no All Stars, just Sonic.
I didn't know about this.
I'm gonna look it up quickly. Man, Sonic is a dying franchise, dude. Did you ever end up playing Sonic Mania?
No, it's on my Steam wish list, but I haven't gotten it yet. I will definitely play it at some point.
Yeah, because I feel like we never really enjoyed like the old Sonic, like the 2D Sonic games. I know we owned like Sonic 2 or whatever as a kid, but because we got started on the, like Sonic Adventures, so naturally like it's hard to go back and enjoy like the original ones.
Oh god, no. No.
My
god, dude. Are you serious?
Yo, you're about to like soft lock this, dude.
Yeah, I gotta jump over those alligators again.
Oh my god.
Hopefully the game doesn't crash. I have very low confidence in this game, as you can see.
Honestly, it deserves it.
Oh god.
Yeah, there you go. Would have been nice if they implemented a double jump, but I mean, what can you expect, right? What did you have to do there? Did you just jump
I
on?
just hit control on the catapult.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, okay, at least I got the pie. Before I
There you
bounced
go.
off it.
Rhubarb pie. Iconic. Yeah,
We gotta give the pie to this guy.
I have some like vague memories of this game. Like, we did play this as kids, and I have some like vague memory of because I didn't know what like lattes and mochas and cappuccinos were until I played this game, and I'm like, oh hey, I guess these are types of coffees. And I'm like rhubarb pie, like who knows what a rhubarb pie is?
I still don't know what rhubarb is.
That's a good
Is
point.
it a fruit?
No, I'm gonna look that up. It looks like it's a plant. Yeah, it's a species of plant. Yeah, I've no clue.
Interesting. I'm curious how you make a pie out of that.
It kind of looks like apparently it looks like celery with a strong tart taste. It is not a true fruit, but it is usually prepared as if it were. Okay, so I guess it's kind of fruity. And I guess we're on the home stretch of backlit.
Yeah, if I can climb the stairs properly.
There you go.
I can't even
So what do you have
blame
left to
lag
do?
this time because I'm playing on my
You're playing
local
on your
machine.
computer. Oh, come on.
Oh god, why? I could try that staircase, but it looks even more difficult. There we go.
Oh, I thought you were about to fall there. Yeah, some of these physics collisions are a little bit strange. Alright, so time to head back.
Yeah.
Yay, fetch quests. Hey, to the Lego Island Games' credits, at least they didn't really have like fetch quests, right?
Yeah, I guess it's true. I mean, well, they just have mini games, right? That's the
Yeah,
core.
okay.
That's the weird thing
That's
is that
probably
the
worse,
core
right?
gameplay of Lego Island is mini games.
Uh-huh.
Is that not weird?
It's not unheard of, but I mean, isn't The Witness just a bunch of mini games?
Well, it's just
I'm
one
kidding,
mini
I'm
game.
kidding. There you go.
I mean, that's the
No,
thing, right? The more time you spend, if you have like if you have to make 5 different games, way more than 5 actually. Like for Lego Island 2, there's just like there's got to be at least 20 different mini games. If you have to
Yeah.
make 20 games, then like they're all gonna be like kind of bad
Nope.
and slightly
That's
broken.
quality. Just like, those good old 1001 games or 300 games. We have all these CDs of,
We got promotion director.
just like a collection of. There you go. Have all these CDs of collections of just random games.
All right, that's Backlot.
Wow. So I guess, yeah, we just got promoted. In one day, we went from like coffee bringing intern to bringing the script to getting promoted. If only life was that easy, man. Yeah, I guess that's it. So, everyone, thank you very much for joining us on Backlot. See you guys next time.